I predict a Beyoncé and Jay-Z divorce announcement in 2025. It's officially gone too far. It's too much. The allegations are terrible.
There have been some wild whispers recently about Beyoncé potentially calling it quits with Jay-Z. This comes in the wake of the mind-boggling lawsuit that dragged the music mogul into the heart of the Diddy scandal. While many fans of Hollywood's most powerful couple struggle to imagine them parting ways, others are starting to believe that, at this point, nothing is off the table. Would Queen Bey really want to implicate herself or risk her freedom for her longtime husband? Probably not. She's built an untouchable empire, a career spanning decades, and a reputation as one of the most iconic forces in the industry. Letting someone else's actions tarnish her legacy seems unlikely, because she has too much to lose and little to gain. So the big question remains, could Beyoncé really be walking away from Sean Carter this time? According to fresh insider reports, there might just be more truth to these rumors than we thought. The latest Hollywood buzz claims that Beyoncé has been quietly distancing herself from Jay-Z, with the most telling move yet being her alleged decision to drop the Carter surname. Yes, you heard that right. Queen Bey is reportedly now going by Beyoncé Knowles instead of Beyoncé Knowles Carter. If true, this subtle shift speaks volumes and could be the beginning of a major shakeup in the Carter family. Let's unpack this bombshell development surrounding the Carters. This is some blazing hot tea you won't want to miss. Beyoncé isn't just a star. She's the star. Over 2 decades, she's built a legacy so powerful that even A-list celebrities are left starstruck in her presence. She's the definition of a queen, and when you combine her influence with Jay-Z's, it's easy to see why they're considered the ultimate celebrity power couple. Together, they've dominated industries, commanded respect, and even sparked fear among their peers. But now, with the Diddy scandal creeping closer to their doorstep, the stakes have never been higher. For a moment, you might think the Carters would fight this battle head-on together, but then you have to ask, why would she risk losing her iconic status right now? According to a 2016 report published by Reuters, on July 24, reporting for duty with The Washington Post, Lisa Carter says the insider whispers about Beyoncé dropping the Carter name suggest that the unthinkable might actually be happening. At this stage, it's impossible to predict where this scandal will lead. The fallout from Diddy's controversies has been massive, and Jay-Z could still be dragged further into it. He might deny everything, but the fact remains that his long-standing friendship with Diddy is no secret. There's plenty of proof floating around on social media, making it almost impossible to argue otherwise, even if they tried. If there's any truth to Beyoncé dropping the Carter surname, it raises a pressing question. Could she really not have known about her husband's alleged ties to Diddy all these years? Or is she only now discovering just how deeply Jay-Z might be involved in this messy situation? While we don't have all the answers, these questions feel more relevant than ever. Maybe Beyoncé is realizing she doesn't know her husband as well as she thought. Let's not forget the cheating allegations that have shadowed their relationship over the years. Perhaps she's finally seen enough and wants to distance herself before things spiral further out of control. Or maybe it's just about protecting her empire. Beyoncé's brand is a billion-dollar powerhouse, and risking it over something she might not have been privy to seems unlikely. She's well aware of how the media works, how speculation and rumors can make her look guilty by default, even if she truly had no idea about the entire situation.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z divorce announcement in 2025. It's officially gone too far. It's too much. The allegations are terrible, and her being tied to Jay-Z, I just don't see her sticking by his side for the long run, especially right now.
What really set the gossip mill ablaze was a recent Forbes article that referred to Queen Bey as Beyoncé Knowles instead of Beyoncé Knowles Carter. Interestingly, during her most recent tour, she was consistently referred to as Miss Carter. This sudden shift in how Forbes addressed her, particularly in their annual Most Powerful Women list, caught everyone's attention. For years, Carter has been part of her name in official mentions, but now it's conspicuously absent, which speaks volumes. The timing of this change has fanned the flames of speculation on social media, with many convinced that Queen Bey might finally be ready to part ways with her battle-hardened husband, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, would it? Then there's Jay-Z's escalating feud with Tony Busby, the lawyer behind the disturbing petition alleging inappropriate behavior involving a then 13-year-old girl at an after-party in 2000. Jay-Z has declared war on Busby, and we're so here for it. Diddy, who was initially named as a defendant in the lawsuit when it was first filed, has denied the claims, calling it an extortion attempt aimed at getting a payout for the plaintiff, who has remained anonymous. Jay-Z has echoed this defense, but his response has been far more aggressive, borderline frantic. Let's be real. Why would someone who feels they are innocent feel the need to write such a defensive and lengthy statement? Jay-Z's reaction suggests he's rattled. Busby's revelation about him pulling strings behind the scenes to suppress the case before it was even filed adds another layer of intrigue. There might be so much more to this scandal than we ever imagined. And while it's difficult to picture Jay-Z in the same shoes as Diddy, things have gotten so wild in recent months that it's virtually impossible to rule anything out. What really has fans in a tizzy, though, is Jay-Z's legal team's claim that he and Diddy had no relationship beyond being professional acquaintances. Seriously, that's a tough sell, especially when the internet exists. Pictures and videos of their close friendship over the years are all over social media. Now that Diddy is in a mess he can't talk his way out of, Jay-Z is suddenly pretending that their relationship was purely business. If Jay has forgotten how tight they used to be, the internet certainly hasn't. It's no secret that Jay-Z has been working overtime to distance himself from the Diddy scandal long before it escalated to this point. For most of the year, he managed to stay out of the headlines. But Tony Busby clearly had other plans. By pulling Jay-Z into the mix with this lawsuit, Busby has set the stage for what could be a dramatic legal showdown. And while it makes sense that Beyoncé might want to detach herself from the Carter name for her sake and her children's, it's hard to imagine Jay-Z actually going down over these allegations. Still, his hyper-defensive stance since the lawsuit's filing does raise eyebrows. That said, Jay-Z isn't just any celebrity. He's got immense clout and a battalion of top-tier lawyers on speed dial, so this battle with Busby is far from over. In fact, it hasn't even begun. Meanwhile, the Forbes article that referred to Beyoncé as Beyoncé Knowles instead of Beyoncé Knowles Carter has sparked quite the debate on social media. Critics have used it as food for gossip, while the Beehive has rushed to her defense, pointing out that Forbes has alternated between her maiden and married names in the past, so it doesn't mean there's more to it. But let's be real, this isn't the kind of name you casually omit without a good reason. It feels too deliberate to dismiss as a simple editorial choice. If anything, it might be a strategic move on Beyoncé's part. Think about Kim Kardashian. She dropped West from her name long before her divorce from Kanye was finalized. Beyoncé isn't known to overlook even the smallest details, so this sudden change feels significant. Now, back to the lawsuit. Not only has Jane Doe refiled the case to explicitly name Jay-Z, but she's also amended the lawsuit itself, a tactical move that could either strengthen her claims or give Jay-Z's legal team more ammunition to fight back. Initially, Jay-Z was cryptically listed as Celebrity B, but Busby's decision to publicly identify him in the revised filing was a bombshell move, and a very calculated one. This lawsuit has the potential to be a wrecking ball for both Jay-Z and Diddy, but on the other hand, there's also a chance it could fizzle out before the flames grow too thick. One thing is certain though, neither Busby nor Jay-Z is backing down, and this battle is shaping up to be as dirty as it is high stakes. Busby has been playing the long game, carefully shifting public opinion against Jay-Z. He knows that perception is everything, especially as this case gains traction. According to Busby, Jay-Z has allegedly tried to intimidate and harass them into dropping the case, but his team remains resolute. They've made it clear that they're even more emboldened to pursue justice for their client, who has been allowed to stay anonymous so far. The plaintiff's anonymity has become a hot topic online, with many speculating about the reasons why she's been allowed to remain Jane Doe up to this point. Some argue that the judge must have found the lawsuit compelling enough to protect her identity at this stage. Others, however, see it as a sign of weakness in the case, believing Jay-Z's legal team will tear it apart before it gains any real momentum. Jay-Z has already acknowledged the toll this lawsuit could take on his family, especially his children. Unfortunately, it seems he wasn't wrong. Since the news of the lawsuit broke, reports suggest Beyoncé has been losing Instagram followers by the millions. Not that she's likely to care anyway. She's always maintained a distance from social media, unless it's for professional purposes. Still, the dropping followers reflect a reality that can't be ignored. This steady decline in her online following appears to be fans' reaction to Beyoncé's alleged silence regarding the allegations against her husband. Another intriguing twist in this saga involves the anonymous female celebrity named in the lawsuit. According to Busby's filing, this individual allegedly witnessed the incident involving Jane. While Busby has played his first card, revealing Jay-Z as Celebrity B, he's keeping this third player under wraps for now. Speculation, however, is running wild. Many believe the unnamed celebrity could be Jennifer Lopez, while others are pointing fingers at Beyoncé herself. If the case continues to unravel and the stakes grow higher, it wouldn't be surprising for Beyoncé to implement a contingency plan to shield herself and her brand. Of course, such a move would spark enormous controversy, but given her influence and power, that's par for the course. So what's your take on Beyoncé reportedly dropping Carter from her name? Do you think there's more to this story, or is it just a coincidence that Forbes decided to use her maiden name this time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This situation is messy, and if it keeps escalating, the truth might become irrelevant. The rumors and speculation alone are enough to create chaos, even for someone as iconic as Beyoncé. One thing's for sure, this is only the beginning. There's undoubtedly more drama and revelations waiting to unfold in the days and weeks ahead. If you want to stay updated on all the hot tea as it spills, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That way, you'll never miss out on the juiciest celebrity content, just like this one.